I'm your host with the most local 23. You're joining me for It Lives in the Woods, Chapter 4, Diamond Edition. Now playing as Ava, yet another day begins at the soul-sucking hellscape known as Westchester High. You wander over to your locker and find Jocelyn already there, grinning like a hyena. Oh, look, it's Ava the Witch! Oh, please stop. Every time you use that extremely clever nickname, it just gets more hurtful. It's supposed to be hurtful? That's why I'm using it, idiot. You don't sense sarcasm, do you? Wow, just when I think I got you figured out, you dazzle me with new depths of cunning. Jocelyn's brow furrows in confusion, heaving a heavy sigh, and you nudge her to the side and start spinning the doll in your locker. Did you just, want something, or is there just a random mocking and walk? I just wanted to check up on you. I heard you tried to visit Dan in the hospital. This is a true fact. Wow, so you're totally obsessed with him. Not exactly. But I'm a human being with empathy. It's a curse, but I try to stay positive. That was sarcasm, by the way. I know what sarcasm is. I'm surprised you can spell it. Cool, just checking. Pull the latch on your new locker, realizing too late that you put in the combination from your old one. Grumbling, you spin the dial again. Oh, I had that happen to me in high school so many times. You want to know what I think? There is not enough no in the world. I think you and your weird friends lured Dan out in the woods so you could put a creepy love spell on him. And then what? Sucked out all of his blood with my vampire fangs? He was unconscious when we found him. Okay, 1, that's gross, and you're gross. And B, you went from 1 to B. And B, I don't know how your weird witch stuff works. Maybe your spell went wrong and you knocked him out. Uh-huh. Either way, you should stay away from Dan. Maybe you used to be buddies back when you were dumb babies or whatever, but he's got non-loser friends now. Uh-huh. And now I'm a loser too. Oh, stop. Please, it hurts. Jocelyn suddenly grabs the back of your neck, slamming your head against the locker. Oh. You want to have the shit knocked out of you, don't you? Ow! How about that, loser? Did that hurt? A little dazed, you step back from the locker, clutching your forehead. Jocelyn, what the hell is your problem? Oh. You're dead. Ooh, what? Are you gonna make fun of me some more? No, I was actually thinking about... You know what? No. Clench your fist and start moving towards Jocelyn and stop as she leans in, looming a full head taller than you. Go on. Try something. You think I'm afraid of you? She pokes you in the chest hard. Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear you. Ava, come on! You are more badass than this, come on now. Anger burns in your stomach and you clutch your aching forehead, feeling suddenly feverish. Come on, speak up! Back off, Jocelyn. Right now. Or what, Shrimp? Gonna sarcasm me to death? She pokes you again, and your anger flashes red hot behind your eyes, a blinding inferno of rage that feels too big to be contained. So, you unleash it. I said, back off. Wham! Thrown by some invisible force, your locker door slams open, hitting Jocelyn square in the face. Ow! She falls to the floor, clutching her nose. She looks down at her hands, which are smeared with blood, then back to you in disbelief. Did you just... Where Jocelyn has a chance to get up, you turn and start power walking down the hall. Locker, I didn't touch it. Stare down at your hands, remembering the way they felt just before the locker moved on its own. Then clench them into fists, your mouth stretching into a wide grin. Awesome. I would love that power, I'm not gonna lie. Now, the question is, could you control it? Could you move objects? That's what I want. what's coming to you. Now playing as Sarah. That afternoon, you attend an emergency assembly to discuss the rumors about Dan. On stage, Stacy's mom, Mayor Green, speaks up from behind a lectern. And I want to assure everyone that the doctors and staff at Westchester General are watching over Mr. Pierce. But just as important as his well-being is all of yours. So I want you all to know that whatever you're feeling right now, it is normal. And it is okay. What, happy as hell? Jocelyn just got what she deserved? I guess that's normal. Cody and Jocelyn snigger from the row behind you. What if I'm feeling bored and hungry? Oh, that is normal and it is okay. You try to ignore them, but all you can think of is... you shouldn't have come. Now he can leave. Dan. Sarah is barely coping. She only lost 3 nerve. She had full. Go off with that. You sigh, rubbing your tired eyes, and when you open them, you notice words carved into your arm of the chair. Dan was here? Suddenly a memory shakes loose. You think back to another assembly about a year ago. Remember Dan sitting in this very seat, fidgeting with his car keys while the 2 of you talked. Dan, have you been thinking about what happened back when we were kids? What? No. I mean, I think about it sometimes, but not like all the time or anything. Why? Do you? You remember him lifting a single key to the arm of his chair, gold teeth biting into the red paint. I guess that was the last time he and I really talked. Will you revisit your last conversation with Dan? This is a rare chance to boost his nerve. Interesting. My conversation with Dan. I don't want to think about it. I need to face it. Close your eyes and think back. It's November, just before Thanksgiving break, at an optional assembly on community service. Most of the seats are empty, but... Dan? Sarah, what are you doing here? Oh, you know, my civic duty. My civic duty. You sound like Lucas. So what about you? Why are you here? Oh, my dad said I should check it out. He said community service looks good on college applications or whatever. Dan fidgets with his car keys. Something seems to be bothering him. I should try to put Dan at ease. So, our class is going? How's football? Our class is going. Pretty good. I mean, I just flunked a history test pretty hard, but whatever. Oh, that sucks. How come? You didn't study? No, I did. I think I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I haven't been sleeping great in general. But, you know, who does, right? Yeah, totally. Dan flips his car keys in his hand. He raises one to the arm of his chair and begins to scratch at the paint. Is everything okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm just, kind of tired, I guess, today and lately. Well, we went over that twice now. Good thing Thanksgiving break is coming up, huh? Oh, tell me about it. Got any plans? Yeah, my uncle's family's going up to... Or my family's going up to my uncle's cabin out in the sticks. A cabin in the middle of nowhere. Sounds... fun, actually. Yeah, totally. It's nice every now and then. I get away from people and just be by myself. Though it can get a little weird sometimes. How do you mean? Well, all those trees and shadows and all that, sometimes they remind me of... Dan coughs. You know, stuff. Yeah, stuff. Dan holds your gaze for a moment, then his eyes flit away. On the arm of the chair, you realize he's carving his name. Dan, have you been thinking about what happened back when we were kids? What? No. I mean, I think about it sometimes, not like all the time or anything, just... But... Why do you? think about what happened? I try not to. It's not healthy to dwell. And yet the mind always seems to dwell. Dan nods sadly. I know what you mean, but it's hard not to sometimes, you know? Yeah. It's like this cloud that follows you around. Do you remember? Dan's keys scratched the armrest, letters forming one by one. Do you remember that thing we made up in the woods? Red filled. Breath catches in your throat. Sort of? Let me ask you something. Dan's words come fast and fully formed, like a question he's been holding in for a long time. Do you remember how we came up with that name? Because it's really weird and specific for a bunch of kids, right? Like, did we take it from a movie or something? There's a glint of something in Dan's eyes, something hopeful, terrified, desperate. Redfield's name? I think... I'd rather go with I don't remember. We didn't make it up. It was a long time ago. Dan breathes a sigh of what seems to be relief, or is it disappointment? Yeah, you're right. I was just, wondering. Silence between you hangs heavily. Do you know if you ever want to talk? Reach for his hand on the armrest, he jerks away as if burned and laughs nervously. Wow, hey, I don't want you to think I'm sort of, I'm fine. Okay. Seriously. Okay, Dan, I'm sorry. Dan fidgets, clearly uncomfortable. You know, I think maybe this whole community service thing isn't for me after all. I'm just gonna go. He rises to leave and hesitates. But, thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it. And walks away up the aisle and out of the auditorium doors, leaving nothing but words in the paint. Dan was here. I did everything I could. As your thoughts return to present, Mayor Green is wrapping up. And now, we'll turn things over to the school president, Lucas Thomas, with a very important message on wildlife safety. Oh, shut the... Psst, Sarah, over here. Turn your head and spot Noah nearby, sitting with Lily, Ava, Stacy. They wave you over as Lucas takes the stage. What's up, Westchester High? Okay, let's make this quick. The sheriff's office has received some reports of bear sightings in town over the last few days. So today we're going to talk about a few bear essential steps you can take to prevent a grisly surprise. The puns were bad. The audience groans as you creep across the auditorium to join the others. I don't know, guys. This sounds important. Maybe we should listen. Oh, Lily, shh. Lily, come on. We've heard the speech every year since first grade. Besides, we have some more important stuff to talk about, like what went down last night. Last night is a blur. I barely even remember getting home. What did you tell the cops? Just enough. They wouldn't have believed the full story anyway. I barely believe it, and I was there. Noah sighs, putting his face into his hands. I barely slept after I got home, and I had nightmares all night. What happened out there, man, was freaking scary. We handled it like pros. No, I'm gonna go with pros. We had that. Yeah, maybe you did. I was scared out of my mind. Could have fooled me. Noah scoffs, but seems cheered up. You're a bad liar. Well, anyway, we filled these guys in on what happened. I still can't believe these plant skeleton things. They sound horrible. What? No, they were awesome. I mean, aside from trying to rip our faces off. What about Lucas? Andy texted him. I still can't believe you guys were actually right. Hang on. We need to get that on tape. It's true. She never says anyone's right. So what happens now? What do you mean? They found Dan, so everything's over, right? doubt it. Those monster things. I think they work for Mr. Red, like puppets. What? He couldn't kill Dan on his own? He had to send pets to do it? I don't think they were trying to kill Dan, at least not mainly. How do you figure that? Think about it. Dan was helpless out there. They could have killed him easily, but it was more like they wanted to take him somewhere. But you stopped them. Did we? Which means they'll be back. Whatever Mr. Red wants, I think he's getting warmed up. Find yourself thinking about the conversation with Dan. Hey, can I ask you guys something? When was the last time you talked to Dan? Oh, geez. I don't know. A couple years, maybe? The last day of school, just before summer vacation. You turn to Stacy. Did he seem distracted? Did he bring up what happened when we were kids? Did he ask you about Mr. Red? I don't remember. I think we mostly talked about our plans for the summer. But now that you mention it, he did seem kind of evasive. Sarah, why are you bringing this up? I've just been thinking about a conversation he and I had. I'm wondering if maybe he was stuck on what happened when we were kids, trying to make sense of it, and maybe he went back to the woods by choice. Well, there's only one way we'll find out for sure. What? We go to the hospital and ask him. The 3 o'clock bell rings as Lucas finishes his speech. So remember, be very careful. Oh God, I hate you. I'm serious. After severally you linger by lockers, the students grab their things and head home. Hey, are you walking? I don't have a car, so yeah. Good. I'm also walking. We could do the same. Do the same in the same direction at a similar pace. I wanted to tell you about something. Hey, do you guys mind if I tag along? I have to return some library books, and with there being a bear around and all, Lily. There ain't no goddamn bear. Depends. Can I run faster than you? Probably. I mean, unless I'm just saying that to gain an advantage. I think I need to reassess your threat level. Nearby, you spot Andy heading to basketball practice, accompanied by his teammate Tom. Hey, go on, I'll catch up. Sure thing. Andy glances around, then pulls you aside. Last night was insane. Sorry I took off before the cops showed up. I didn't want to risk, you know, my mom worries about it as it is. Andy, all that matters is everyone's okay? You should have been there, which isn't a choice now. I'm glad you were there. I love this damn song. All that matters is everyone's okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. And he glances down the hall after Tom. Well, listen, I have to get to practice, but, talk later? Yeah, later. Say goodbye to Andy, but by the time you turn back to the group, Mayor Green is approaching. Hi, Mom. Hello, Stacy, everyone. How are you kids holding up? We're fine, Mom. You clear your throat. Actually, can I ask you a question? Do you believe the bullshit you peddle? I'm serious. Wait, does she? It's a bear attack. Certainly. You mentioned Dan is in the hospital. I was wondering, how's he doing? Can we see him yet? How's he doing? I stopped in to see him this morning. He's not conscious yet, but he is stable. Wait, back up. Dan isn't awake? Are you saying he's in, like, a coma? I'm sorry, it's just too soon to tell. But as soon as there's news, I'll make sure you're all aware. You know, despite the circumstances, I'm glad to see you all hanging out again. You're good kids. I reject that combination of words. Well, I'd certainly prefer you to some of Stacy's other friends. Mom, come on. Speak of the devil. Follow Noah's gaze down the hall and spot Brittany, making a beeline in your direction. And that would be my cue. Likewise, Mom, let's go. Noah, Stacy, and Mayor Green depart as Brittany approaches. Hi, Lily. Hi? Listen, can we talk? You and Ava trade skeptical glances as Brittany leads Lily towards the doors you follow close behind. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Excuse me? Brittany rubs her forehead as if grappling with a headache. I just, with Dan and everything, I was thinking about it and I realized I've been kind of a B-word to you lately. And I'm sorry. It's fine, Brittany. Thank you. Great. So I have a question. Brittany's face lights up suddenly, her eyes bright and grin full of teeth. Lily looks a little taken aback until... Would you want to get a coffee sometime? What? You mean like a bunch of us, or... I thought maybe just you and me. Wow. I mean, yes, I'd love that. Lily and Brittany exchange numbers and then part ways. By the time Lily returns to you, Ava, she's beaming. Okay, seriously, is it a full moon or something? Was Brittany just nice to you? Lily blushes as you and Ava exchange uncertain glances. Well, since we're on the subject of mysterious occurrences of uncertain origin, wait till I tell you guys what happened to me today. By the time Ava finishes her story, you're halfway down Main Street. Bang! Slam the locker door right in her face. And you're positive there's not like some type of explanation? I'm telling you, I thought it and it happened. So what now, you're telekinetic or something? Ava, as this happened before, can you do it again? Can you do it again? I don't know. I've been trying to do it all day, but it seems finicky. I'm pretty sure I moved an eraser in social studies. I figure it's like a muscle, like maybe if I rest it a little, it'll come back stronger, and pretty soon I'll get all psychic swole. I don't know about all this. Does the timing seem odd? Like, maybe it has something to do with, Redfield? Don't say his name! Oh God, because he's Voldemort. Oh no! Oh, he's coming for us. Lily, he's not Voldemort. You don't know what he is. None of us do. Yes, and we're all muggles, but somehow Ava has discovered she's a wizard. You're a wizard, Ava. A wizard. She shivers as you cross the street towards the library. Dan goes missing, turns up in a coma, weird monsters prowling the woods, and now this, witchcraft stuff? What if Mr. Red is doing this? What if he's manipulating you or controlling you? Okay, first of all, I object to the persecutory undertones of the word witchcraft. Second of all, I'm not being controlled. But that's what you would say if you were. I guess you might be onto something. Why would he do that, though? What does a monster gain from handing out superpowers? Servants? Or, no, what's that other word? Thralls. What if Mr. Red wants to make into some kind of puppet, like those other monsters? Something about that strikes a chord. Ava shudders and covers it with a snarky scoff. A badass like me. Psst, that could never happen. Could it? She looks to you. Ava, we won't let that happen. Sarah, can you chill with the power of friendship stuff? You're gonna give me a cavity. But that doesn't make me feel better. Thanks. Look, I'm not gonna explore this just because it's supposedly evil. Lily starts to say something until Ava finishes her sentence. But I'll be careful, and if I start hearing, creepy whispers telling me to murder my friends, you guys will be the first to know. No shit! No shit, we'll be the first to know, yeah. Kill everyone. Okay. Or one way or another. Oh my gosh, Ava, that is so not funny. And yet you're smiling. I mean, it's a little funny. The sound of laughter carries you inside the library, where suddenly you hear shh Inside, you mill around the stacks, chatting with Ava while Lily returns her books. For real, though, I think there must be something in the water around here. What do you mean? The town has, like, this history of spooky weirdness. Witch trials, cults, you name it. Did you say cults? Yeah, my dad said back in the 70s there was some kind of mass suicide thing. What? How have I never heard about that? Well, it's not exactly the kind of thing they put in the tourism pamphlets. Oh, Jesus. Home of the 500 mass graves from mass suicide. Lily returns from the counter. What are we talking about? Westchester's spooky history. Does it have one? Yes. I'm not making this stuff up. Oh, if we wanted to look into it, we're at the library and we might even be able to learn more about you-know-who. Oh, for sakes. I'm surprised you want to. I don't, but if something is really after us, I'd prefer to understand it. And I just like hanging out with you guys. Aw, that's so cute. I think I'm gonna barf. Lily and Ava turn to you. Well, Sarah, what do you say? Ah, now's your chance to obtain a lore document. They'll provide you with some useful information and also show up in your inventory shed. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Want to research Westchester's occult history with Lily and Ava? I say, let's do some digging. So, where do we start? Follow me. Lily heads to the library computer and sits down. You and Ava crowd behind her as she pulls up a catalog search. Okay, let's try Westchester and witches. Lily hits enter and a ton of useless results fill the screen. That's like literally going to Google and saying, witches. Good luck! Good luck sorting through that shit. Oh, Jesus. So much for that. Try Oregon Calls. Lily hits enter again and shakes her head. Same thing. We need to narrow the search somehow. Okay, try looking for... I don't know. None of these offer anything, by the way. In case you do pick this and you're like, okay, so what did Locum do? None of these offer anything. All of them have no effect. Let's go with, I don't think it would be court documents. Death records. Look for hangings, burnings, stuff like that. Oh, good idea. Lily makes a few keystrokes and pushes in. A handful of promising results pop up on the screen. Bingo. That's work, sir. Literally, you could check either one, I'm telling you. Lily studies the research results. Okay, I see two here we should really check out. The first is a book. Records and Files of Quarterly Courts of Klamath County, Volume 7. On it. Ava writes down the Dewey number and then disappears in the library. What's the other? Looks like a newspaper article from the 70s. Let me see if I can bring it up. Lily clicks and you read the article out loud. August 22nd, 1976. Klamath County Police discover forest massacre. Holy crap. Remains of 14 men and women suspected to be part of a religious group were found in Westchester woods several days ago. Those are our woods. Authorities characterize deaths as a mass suicide, but questions have arisen regarding mutilated remains and ritualistic posing. It's gotta be Redfield. He must have murdered them, just like he did with Jane. This is crazy. Ava returns carrying an ancient ledger with a brass rings. You think that's crazy? Get a load of this. She bangs the ledger down, kicking up a cloud of dust, and plants her fingers on an open page. I have never had that happen to me, by the way, going to the library. I have never had a book that covered with dust. I'm serious. Trial proceedings for people of Westchester versus... Wow, that's a lot of names. Who are all these women? The survivors of a massacre. On trial for witchcraft. Ava motions to Lily, and they lower their faces towards the faded print. Can I stop for just a moment? I want you to realize something. Women of intelligence actually used to be persecuted. Because if they were intelligent, and they were especially in the scientific field, they were witches. So keep that in mind. Testimony of Rosemary Willow, November 9th, 1871. Miss Willow, please describe for the court where you were on the night of All Hallows Eve. Walking home with a masquerade party through the woods of Mill Creek Road. Would you please tell the jury what you saw that night? I saw people in the woods. Why can't one of you just read this shit instead of... Oh, Jesus. Let the record show that Miss Willow has indicated the defendants. And I saw another. What do you mean by another? Another person? Do you mean the deceased, whose bloodied corpses were found the next morning? No, I mean... him. Him who, Miss Willow? Who did you say? What the... guys? No shit, I'm about to go. What the hell's going on with the lights? What the... Stop it! I'm serious! Like the record show that Miss Willow is pointing out to the back of the courtroom and screaming. Maybe we should give it a rest for today? Miss Willow, please sit down. Ava. Miss Willow, what are you doing? Ava? Oh my god. Someone stop her. Close the book. Slam the book shut an inch from Ava's nose. Was she maybe reliving it? The fluorescent lights buzz as the power comes back on. You know, generally when the lights start flickering, that's a good sign you stop reading aloud from the creepy book. I'm sorry, but Sarah, it was him. Yeah, no kidding. No, I mean back then, the trial. Think about it, the creepy entity lives in the woods, worshipped by a crazy cult. Redfield. And that would make him like 2 mass murders in Westchester in the same woods within 100 years of one another. Okay, I'm officially freaked out. Can we be done for the day? Definitely, but let's make some copies of all this stuff first. No, I wanted to keep reading that. That was actually getting good. Run your findings through the library's ancient copier. Assemble the results into a folder. Hey, Sarah, you should take these home with you. Witch trial stuff. This picture brought to you by a Post-it note. Where is it? You found which... Where? Oh, it's in the file cabinet. I was like, what? And thus concludes our spooky scavenger hunt. Emphasis on spooky. Good work, guys. So, anybody else ready to go back outside now? Yes, please. You guys act like he's gonna come through the damn door or something at you and be like, what? Outside, you wave goodbye to Ava. Later, y'all. Don't get eaten by monsters or a bear. Gee, thanks. You and Lily continue down the road and out of town. I have to admit, even with everything that's going on, it's nice to hang out with everyone again. Yeah, I know what you mean. Lily's phone buzzes. She pulls it from her pocket and reads a text and blushes. Who's that? Brittany, we're trying to decide where we want to go on our, date. Her face brims with a tentative joy she struggles to contain. Lily, are you sure about this? What do you mean? I just mean Brittany, well, she can be a little... She can be terrible sometimes, I know. Yeah. That's putting it lightly. Lily sighs. She's not always like that, or at least we didn't used to be, before she went and got popular. So, that note you left? You two used to be friends? Yeah, best friends, actually. How did you know each other? What was that like? How'd you know each other? We were in Scouts together, and We lived on the same block, so we used to share rides a lot. I got picked on by the other girls, and she liked having an excuse to hit people, so we just kinda, I don't know, clicked. Sounds like you guys were close. Yeah, super close, actually. Lily blushes. Actually, there was this one year at summer camp where Brittany and I... Lily's words trail off as something huge comes rumbling up behind you. You glance over your shoulder and come face to face with... Hey, check it out, it's a freak parade! I hope you both die. I'm sorry, what? A red convertible rolls up alongside you. Jocelyn lounges in the passenger seat. Cody sits behind the wheel. Check it, it's a rollering dumpster fire. Just ignore them. You and Lily walk faster, but Cody steps on the accelerator, matching the car's pace with yours. What's the hurry, kiddos? I'm trying to get away from the smell of, a dumpster fire, so... What do you want? Haven't you dorks heard? There's a bear on the prowl. Rawr. We saw you walking and thought we'd give you a lift. I bet you would. Well, I wonder where you'd give them a lift to. Yeah, sure. How dumb do you think we are? What's the matter? We're all friends here. Hop in. Cody twitches the wheel towards you. Knock it off. It's not me, it's the car. He flinches as the car door thumps against her arm. Knock it off. Well, since I love you so much, Cody, you remind me of Brian, which we're going to be running into in High School Books 3 soon. Break his mirror! You ride her hound into sleep and slam your fist into Cody's mirror. Deep cracks explode from the glass. Hey, what the hell? Brake lights flash red and both doors open as Cody and Jocelyn step out onto the road. No. As I tell many people that watch Lifetime, when there's something happening, like the person hits the person once and knocks them down on the ground, continue. So in this case, you jump his ass the minute he gets out of his car, you keep beating the shit out of him, and then you turn to Jocelyn and just begin on her. Because, you ever notice in those types of shows, the person gets hit once, and then they come after you, and you regret it? Keep hitting the person when they're down, okay? If they're threatening your life, especially like this idiot. This is a brand new car! Well, maybe you shouldn't be using it to hit people. Oh, don't worry. I can think of a few ways to hit you. Or you can blink. Jocelyn explodes towards you like a sprinter off the starting line. She smashes her fist into your jaw. Ugh. You hit the asphalt with a heavy thump and taste blood in the back of your mouth. Sarah! You two, leave Sarah alone or else. Cody and Jocelyn's eyebrows shoot up. They look at one another and laugh out loud. Or else what? Oh. Do what, cinnamon bun? Jocelyn gives Lily a hard shove. Lily staggers back, looking terrified. Jocelyn continues to advance while you struggle to regain your footing. Lily, fight back. For once in your life, fight back. Lily hesitates, balls up her fist. Cody pulls out his phone. Oh, hold on. I gotta get a video. This will be hysterical. Yeah, it will, actually. Jocelyn sticks her face out at Lily, daring her to try it. You know, I don't understand these people that do that. Oh, I'm gonna stick my head forward so you can hit me. And then what happens when they actually counter with your jaw and they're super strong and you've underestimated them the whole time because you've never been hit by them? And they just knock you the out. Go ahead, Marshmallow. Give it your best shot. Lily pulls back a shaking fist. As Cody and Jocelyn cackle as you struggle to stand. At the edge of the road, the bushes begin to shake. Something huge surges out. The hell? A dense cloud of crows explode out of the trees, slamming into Cody like a fist and smashing his head into his car. Ugh! The crows swarm into a cyclone of black feathers, tearing at Jocelyn with their beaks and claws. Joss, get in the car! Cody and Jocelyn scramble around the convertible and dive in over the doors as The birds mince for them from all sides. Ah! Get off! Jocelyn swats one of the birds out of the air with a backhand. The convertible's engine roars as the car speeds off. And, with a rush of wings, the screaming crows disperse into the sky. Oh my god, did you see that? Holy crap, that was... Everything is awesome! I've heard of karma, but who knew it could be so speedy and efficient? Yeah, this crazy bird showed up right in time. It was almost like... Before Lily can finish her thought, you hear a small sound from the road. You look down at your feet. Ah! Aw, it's like our Jocelyn smacked. Aw, I think he's hurt. I remember we have to name this. I hope it's not in this one, because then I'll ask you guys what you want me to name the crow. Come here, little guy. Pick up baby crow. Crow pecks your hand. Ow! Staggering to his feet, the crow raggedly flaps into the trees. Poor thing. I hope he makes it back home. Come on, let's get going. Outside your house, you stop to say goodbye to Lily. And you're sure you're okay? I'm fine, I just wish I could have done more back there. I wish I wasn't so... Tears well in Lily's eyes, and her voice shrinks to a squeak. Lily, it's okay. Listen to me. Being afraid does not make you a coward, and violence does not make you brave. Jocelyn certainly seems to enjoy it, and does she strike you as someone who's particularly courageous? No. There are other kinds of bravery, and you don't have to prove anything to anyone, least of all jerks like that. Lily wipes her eyes on her sleeve. Thanks, Sarah. Give Lily a hug and wave goodbye and start towards the house. And as you cross the yard, something catches your eye. Why is the shed door open? Cautious, you head towards the open shed door and peek around the corner. But there's no one inside except your bat. Good night. Hey, good night. Quit leaving the door open. Good night remains stoically silent. I really need to stop talking to inanimate objects and myself. Oh, I almost forgot. As she continues talking to herself. Don't worry. I do it too. We're insane together. You take out the files from the library and step inside to stash them in the file cabinet. There. They should be safer. Reach for a handle to shut the drawer. And then you hear it. A scuffling sound coming from outside. There's something behind the jet. By the way, the time choice that's coming up, it means nothing no matter what you choose. You're sniffling, huffing, breathing, heavy claws testing the walls. The door, it's wide open. Oh my god, it's a bear! Your palms sweat, every hair on your body stands on end. So you could literally let the timer run out. Shut the door, freeze, grab goodnight. Reach for goodnight, your fingers curl reassuringly around the handle when suddenly... Ruff! And you begin bashing his brain. I'm going to hell. Curse it, dog! Bam! Bam! Hilda? You stagger against the wall and sink to the floor as Hilda bounds through the doorway and clambers up to lick your face. It was you who pushed the door open before. You stupid dog, you scared the crap out of me. Oh. Sid pokes his head in. Gosh dang it, Hilda. How many times do I have to tell you to get out of the neighbor's shed, you little... Oh, Sarah. What are you doing down here on the floor? Everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I thought Hilda was a bear. Sorry about that. I swear I don't know why she's so obsessed in getting her. You ruffle Hilda's ears and sigh. I do. The stupid shed is falling apart and we get animals inside. Raccoons, squirrels. It's practically a zoo in here. Huh. Well, hey, if you're looking for another exhibit, you just reminded me. I wanted to ask, How would you feel about watching Hilda for a while? You'd be doing me a huge favor. And something tells me we see Sid in the future, by the way. Are you going somewhere? Yeah. Heading out of town for a month to visit my brother. I'd love if I didn't have to stick Hildy in a kennel the whole time. She's really well behaved, and if you don't want her in the house during the day, I could set up a little bed for her in here. It would be nice to have a guard dog around. Now's your chance to gain a companion. Hilda can periodically bolster your nerve and even warn you of danger. Yes, danger. Danger zone. Plus, she's a very good dog.
Yay, I love you.
Oh, great. Hear that, Hildy? You're gonna stay with Sarah for a while. How's that sound? Oh, so that's where Hilda goes. Okay, cool. You're watching Hilda. My dog is cute as hell. Oh, God damn it, I want that dog now. I'll bring her food over before I take off in the morning. Thanks again. It's my pleasure. You say good night, Sid. Whistle for Hilda and head inside. Now playing as Andy that afternoon as basketball practice, you and Tom running passing drills again. Yo, what's up? What do you mean? You seem distracted. Is it this thing with Dan Pierce? You guys used to be tight, right? I mean, yeah. But it's not that. You sigh and nod up court to where Ben and the other players are running shooting drills. Why don't they let us practice shooting? Small forward is my best position. Because they have no plans to sub either of us in during the game? You mean, like, ever? Why? Tom shrugs jadedly, but his eyes speak volumes. You can't be serious. What is this, like, the 50s? Look, this is the first time you've been made the team. But I've been playing with these guys since junior high, and it's the same crap every year. But the NBA has tons of Asian players. Yeah, and those guys still have to deal with racist crap. People yelling slurs during games, teammates not passing them. It is true. Great. So I'm gonna be a triple threat for the rest of my life. I mean, unless I suddenly stop being short, trans, and Asian. Grumbling, you pass the ball to Tom again. You know, I don't care about that, right? Yeah, I know. I don't mind that you're Asian either. God damn it. Haha. Why even let me be on the team if they won't let me play? Look, people suck, Andy. If it's not these jerks, it's people like my first girlfriend who wouldn't stop calling me senpai. Oh, you misspelled it. Senpai with an N, not an M. Oh. So, why even bother? And I just noticed, senpai. It's normally senpai, but unless, maybe I'm thinking something different. Tom smiles, tossing the ball back to you. Because you're not a quitter. Thanks, Tom. Put on a smile as you toss the ball back, but your pass is off and sails over his shoulder. Whoops, I'll get it. Tom trots off after the ball. Your gaze drifts back towards the others at the end of the court. Suddenly a bear comes in and goes, "Fuck you, Ben." Oh! After practice, you wait by the exit to the gym and catch Ben on the way out. Hey, Ben. Huh? Oh, hey, Andy. What's up, bro? Mind if I talk to you for a second? Oh, sure thing, dude. What about? You join him as he walks towards the rear parking lot. Well, I was hoping to get a little more time in as a small forward. Oh, have you tried talking to Coach? I don't want to. I don't want it to come across like I'm whining. Nod Ben sadly, patting you on the shoulder. Ah, yeah, this sucks, man. I feel for you. No, the fuck you don't, you piece of... well, so I was thinking, since you're team captain this year, maybe you could put in a good word for me. Sure thing, bro. I'll think about it. Ben smirks and walks away. You feel a tingle of sweat on the back of your neck. You'll think about it? What does that mean? It means I'll think about it. Or not. Ben winks at you over his shoulder. Oh, God, I want to beat the shit out of you. Your mouth goes dry. Hey, if you got a problem with me, why don't you say it to my face? Ben stops walking, shakes his head, laughing, and turns to you. Wow, you really like to push things, huh? He walks straight at you, and a friendly smile on his face. Look, I try to be nice to you, right? I figure I ought to set an example for the rest of the guys, but... But what? Go ahead and say it. Fine, you want the truth? Here it comes! Ben theatrically clears his throat. You're an affirmative action hire, bro. Your heart pounds, your stomach clenches. The only reason you're even on the team with us is because it looks good for the photos. You can't just... I can't what? Hurt your feelings? You gonna cry, huh? You gonna tattle on me? You know, if you really want to help out the team, why don't you do us all a favor? Triple threat. Ben puts his face an inch from yours. Quit. Ben turns his back on you and walks away. I feel tears in your eyes as Tom comes up from behind you. Wow, that was, Andy, I'm sorry. Ben has no right to talk to you that way. But he just did. Andy? Rip out of Tom's grasp and head after Ben. I'm gonna kick his ass. Andy, wait, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna kick his ass. Seething with rage, you come around the corner behind Ben. Hey, bro! You pull back your fist to strike, and then realize Ben is standing paralyzed in tears, a dark, shaggy mass bear down as a dark, shaggy mass bears down on top of him. Holy! Bear lunges down at Ben, yanking him off his feet and dragging him across the ground. Help me! Bear rolls Ben over hard, and you hear something inside his arm separate with a sickening pop. Ah! The bear opens his mouth, thick saliva, dribbles from Ben's jersey, pants and heaves above him. Suddenly, it loses interest. It releases Ben and looks around, huffing as it comes out of a daze. Oh, there! Glances at you, glossy-eyed, then turns and wanders off into the woods, just as Tom comes around the corner. What is going on back at... Holy crap, is that a bear? Oh my god, Ben! Tom, go get help. Tom's shoes scuffle as he stumbles back and takes off running. You kneel by Ben's side. Ben, just hold on. It's gonna be okay. This is where you take a pillow and smother him. If only we had a pillow. The bear did it. I swear, he was sitting on top of Tom, or Ben. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't move the bear. He was just, he was having a picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo. My arm. I can't move my arm. Tom sprints back into view, panting. I found Coach. He's gonna go get the nurse. Is Ben okay? I don't know. His arm looks pretty bad. Jeez. Is it broken? What if he can't play in the game tomorrow? These are all questions that you typically don't ask, but sure. He's our small forward. I mean, except for me. These are things typically you don't ask or talk about while someone's laying there in agonizing pain. Hey, man, you think you're going to be coming to the game tomorrow? Like, seriously? Oh, man. What a way. Okay, so, with that being said, I thank you all for watching. I hope you all did enjoy. I try my best. I try to have a lot of fun with this. And I hope you all have as much fun as I do as well. With that being said, let me know in the comment section below, like I asked, what do you want me to name the bird? Whoever gets the most likes, and I'll probably go with that, or if I just see one, let it be within reason. Because we have to constantly talk to the bird, like Mr. I almost said the CK, didn't I? Gobbler, There was a screenshot from a dev that actually posted that. It wasn't Pixelberry, but it was from the other game that I play. And they actually posted that, and everybody was laughing their ass off because it was Mr. Gobbler, and I'm like, okay. I mean, it's funny, but okay. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. Hit down in the description below. There's links to social media, links to our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And other than that, hit that like and share button, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Peace.